Hi, everyone.
some good music. Did you write that? That's some good music.
Oh, yeah.
In your spare time.
Welcome to Let's Talk Jaws Live. Hi, everyone. Hi, Michael.
Hello, hello. How are you? How was your week?
It was pretty good, actually. I had a good week. Nothing really major going on. Painting rocks, little rocks for my sister's garden, little hope and faith and joy, and
Nice, I guess.
real fun. How about you? How was your week?
Not too bad. Worked. Got a new car.
Oh, really?
I did.
Shut up. No way. What'd you get?
Same thing. CRV 2020.
Oh, sweet.
Drives itself. The guy took my test drive and he's like, all right, let's go down the road here. And he says, you got the lane assist in case you go over the line. And I said, okay. And, the wheel kind of vibrates. And then he goes, take your hands off the wheel. I said, what? He says, take your hands off the wheel. So we're going down the street and coming up ahead, there's a curve. And I go to grab the wheel. He goes, take your hands off the wheel.
What?
The car goes right around the corner. I was like, oh my God, if I drank, this would get me home every night. So, yeah. So it was cool. It was fun.
The way you said it, like I can't see your facial expressions, but you're like, take your hands off the wheel. Like,
yeah, he was like, sure, I was going to punch me.
He really was. Like, is he going to try to sell a car being a kind of a snarky little bugger?
He was impressed. He was impressed with with the technology, but it was kind of cool.
That is cool.
He said, this way, if you gotta get something off this or that, I said, or if I want to look at Facebook while I'm driving. So, hey, look, Matt's here.
Hi, Matt. How are you? Hi, guys. Hi, Jamie. Jamie, I saw the YouTube video of you and Michael Haydn, and him. I remember you was strumming along to it. I saw that. Have you seen that, Michael? That's been on there for about a year or so, I think. Jamie, I don't know if it was not.
I have not.
Michael. Oh, anyway, guys, we'll tell you we have a special guest tonight. Michael, tell them who it is.
It is the infamous guitar player who set the theme, I guess, for the evening's romance on the beach at the beginning of Jaws, Michael Haydn.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, Michael Haydn, he is not only in Jaws, but he is a guitarist, a pianist, and a vocalist. He's a very varied career. He had a 2-year stint as lead guitarist in the Army Band in Fort Knox, Kentucky. He studied at Boston's Berkeley College, which is an amazing school. He's had several decades of performances at Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts. He's performed in rock bands and folk clubs, and he's accompanied songwriters and singers. He's taught piano. He teaches guitar, teaches drums, and composed for live theater. And he was in Jaws.
That's the best part.
Yeah. I wanted to give him his little intro. Oh, you went to go see it. Awesome. Was it at the obviously at the drive-in, right? That's awesome. Good for you, Jamie. Oh, Victor's here. Hi, Victor.
Mick is here. Mick Cashman's here.
Hi, Mick. I want to make sure I get everybody on there.
Dawn is there. Good.
Oh. Talking about Michael Haydn.
Oh.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, the YouTube video that he was showing them. So, without further ado, I'm going to pull up Mr. Haydn. If you just give me a second here, I'm going to give him the link so that he can come on. There you go, Mr. Haydn.
Jamie, an indoor theater? Where do you live?
Oh, wait, the theater, not a drive-in theater? My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I assumed it was a drive-in too, because
no theaters are open.
Very few theaters are open. There's like one that's open here, and they show like The Empire Strikes Back every week. That's about it.
That's it.
Nobody's going. There's nothing new coming out. I think Disney's going to end up putting Mulan on Disney Plus.
Oh, really?
Canada.
Jamie, you're from, okay, I didn't know Jamie was from Canada.
They're everywhere. Those Canadians are everywhere. They're taking
I
over the
know
world.
Victor is. Yes,
Yeah.
Bill. Oh shoot. Hold on 1 second. I gave him something else. Hang on, Michael. Hold on. You're coming. You're coming. Yeah, there it is. Okay, he's coming on. Yeah, so I can't wait to hear his story about how he got to be in our famous and amazing movie that we love all the time. Let's see if he's here. Who is that your friend again? Because I can't see the name.
I don't have
Is
any
that
friends. That's Jordan Stewart. Jordan Stewart saying hello. Hello, Jordan.
Oh,
Welcome.
hi.
Jimmy is here. Jimmy Lovato.
Oh, Jimmy's here. Oh, great. Hi, Jimmy. Donna's here. I didn't get to
Donna's
put her
here.
there.
Donna
Yep.
came in first. Her and Matt.
Donna. Oh, there she is. Okay. Make sure
Victor extending a maple leaf to fellow Canuck, Jamie.
Hi. Oh, okay. Okay. We're still waiting for Michael, and I sent him the link, and he'll click on it, and hopefully it'll open up soon. So what else is everybody doing? What else is going on here? Let's see. Let's see.
He does.
Yeah.
Matt has performed on Martha's Vineyard. Matt did a concert at the Wharf. So.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had his first CD. Put together a CD release party at the Wharf.
Oh, really?
Been played on Martha's Vineyard radio. Nothing like turning on the radio and hearing your best friend's song.
Well, I've seen him on Facebook with his songs. He's really, really good.
He is talented.
Well, okay, guys. Well, Michael is here. He's in the bottom, and we're gonna pull him up. You're not on yet, Michael. I have you in the bottom, but I don't know if you got to tell me, but I went all into your career as a guitarist, pianist, vocalist, your varied career, all the amazing things that you've done, Berkeley. So before I sent you another link, and then I sent you a link in. So he's coming on right now, guys. So say hello to Michael Haydn.
Bum bum bum. There he is.
Hi, Michael.
How are you? Welcome.
Fine, Michael. How are you? Hi, Jay.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, and you?
Very well.
Thank you for going to my website.
Oh, it's amazing. I was listening to it. I had it on earlier today as I was doing laundry. And you are very diverse. Let me tell you, very diverse. Amazing.
I serve my country as a guitarist. Did you know that?
Well, yeah, because you said that you were in the 113th Army Band.
Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Fort Knox, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 26 months.
Wow.
And we played Churchill Downs, but I didn't play guitar there. I played glockenspiel or cymbals.
Oh,
wow.
Really? Michael, we have Jamie Saunders. You remember the YouTube video?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hi, Jamie.
Yeah. Hi, he's saying hi. Yeah, also, Michael has a website that you all should visit too, because he's got like amazing classical too. And you're named after the famous composer, Austrian composer too, as well. Go figure, right? But your website has everything on it. Like I was reading the testimonials, everything. So we're going to give that information, but we just wanted you to come on and talk to the viewers. But actually, Michael, if you want to start off the questioning for Michael.
Well, I had my first question, and Jamie mentioned 18th century composer Michael Haydn. Are you related in some way, or just coincident with the name?
My late mom told me we were from England before the revolution, and then she said maybe Germany. So when it gets into that, it goes so far back. I haven't really done ancestry roots, with Dr. Lewis Gates.
Okay.
He passed through it. He passed through a grocery store I was working in Edgartown. And he said something like, "Don't miss this." But frankly, I was a little slow on the uptake. I've watched it and I really like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So maybe that way sometime.
Oh, cool.
I
Well,
have
you
to
certainly.
mention my father was a major publisher editor, Hiram Haydn. And it
Oh,
is
okay.
spelled like Haydn. It's Haydn. Thank you.
Okay.
Now,
Well, you
Michael
certainly.
Haydn wrote sacred work, and he's very fine. His older brother, Franz Joseph, gets the fame because his most celebrated student, Franz Joseph Haydn, was Ludwig van Beethoven.
Ah, okay. Well, you certainly.
Now, all these people are friends and connected with Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and I'm a student of Mozart on piano.
I know. I saw that. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
you certainly got the musical chops to be a relative. I will say that for you.
I mean, not only that, but I mean, he's performed in rock bands, and he's also like helped singer-songwriters. And you've actually were.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I just want to say I really love folk blues. And on SoundCloud, there's a pretty cool original that I wrote called Riding on the Open Plains. And right next to it are 3 other originals that are more or less connected to the guitar part in Jaws. You know, it's metal strung acoustic, Michael. It's flat picking and also finger style.
Yep. I put the link on that, Michael, there for you too. You want to check out his music. It's on soundcloud.com. You can see it there up in the blue screen. You want to click on Michael Haydn, and then below it, it's beautiful music. Like Michael just mentioned, his tracks on there, to name a few that I've seen, or is Riding on the Open Plains, like you just said, Coffee House Reflection, Blue Reflection, and Dirt Highway Improv. So that was really cool. So, and then actually we want to let
Bill Narkowitz aired Blue Reflection on mvyradio.com several times. He aired it right after he heard it the first time.
Nice.
Michael, I want to say that I've researched John Williams, and I've thought that maybe, I mean, there he is owning 100% of the music to Jaws, right? And that he might have been influenced by Gustav Holst, who composed The Planets. And I myself, when I hear that right there, what we're hearing now, I think of Sir Igor Stravinsky, Rite of Spring. They're not identical. They're not identical, but they're both very driving type of.
Nice.
Okay.
So, Michael, all what we want to know is you got to tell us the story of how you happened to fall into getting that part, and just
I lucked into it. In that day, there was no internet connection, obviously. So you went to the Kelly house and you put your name on the lawn, and via the old telephone, you got a ding-a-ling about where to be when.
Oh, really?
And most of that, which you were paid for, was not in the movie. Then around Labor Day, we got a call at the house, at Mother's house in Chilmark, and they were saying to my brother, I'm just telling you the 120% truth. It's thought that you bear a resemblance to who is the late, great Roy Scheider, Chief of Police Martin Brody, who makes funny with his wife in the opening scene about, do I sound like I'm from Martha's Vineyard? And she tells him, no, you sound like you're from New York, trying to sound like you're from Martha's Vineyard. So they thought there was a resemblance. My brother declined and recommended me a family resemblance, and he plays his guitar. So that's great. Have him bring his guitar. So there we are.
Yay.
Wow.
So
and I
truth
know
is stranger than fiction.
I know we had messaged and you just basically just kind of improv. You just kind of pulled some notes from songs you knew and just kind of added your own touch. Did
Exactly.
Did they ask you anything? Because Robert Shaw tells the story that when he does the "Here Lies the Body of Mary Lee," died at the age of 103. When he said that, Spielberg asked him if he had read that somewhere because they had to get a copyright if they were going to use it in the film. Did he say anything to you about the choice of music you were making, or just let you?
No, no. It was like everybody showed, and they were having a grand old time. And I was like, dude, if this goes somewhere, you sure had better be your best buddy to get it right. So I was by myself in that clip. I'm moving too far over this way. In that clip, you'll notice I glanced to my left, which is camera right.
Yeah.
Just for a split second.
Oh yeah, I can see you. I pulled the clip up.
And that's about the extent of the partying that I did in that shoot.
Oh well, you were like you. What about like? So wait. So when did you talk to Spielberg at all? Like, what were the words you remember saying to him? Like,
no, but I sure did notice him. He was cutting a trail across the dunes for Chrissy's ill-fated path to the beach, to the ocean. And it's interesting that if you don't know, there were two beaches. There's the beach that Susan Baccalini, Chrissy, enters the water, but the shot with the shark is State Beach. So you've got South Beach and you've got State Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because the shark was only on State Beach. It was a very local shark.
Okay. See, you learn something every show. I did not know they use that. Which beach do they in 2005 at the Jaws Fest? What beach do they show the movie at? What beach do they show the movie at?
That was Tisbury Town Beach,
okay,
which you can go to anytime. And with that, Michael, the opening night, 2,000 people gathered on that hillside with Barry Owen Park, the inventor of the gramophone, left it a park so he could have his view from his house across the street, further away from the beach. And so there, what happened with Universal Studios, put up a DVD screen 22 foot high. And I noticed as I sought out Peter Benchley, right, the author,
Mm-hmm.
no Benchley, no Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And I actually said, Mr. Benchley, and he turned around on his way to his VIP seat. I said, I'm the guitarist. And he said, oh. So that was our dialogue.
Oh, that's cool. That's so cool.
But anyway,
awesome.
From the backside, near the beach, Michael, you could see the feature just as well as you could from the front side.
Okay, because I think we were kind of in the middle, but yeah, we had a good view. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was a fun night. That was the first Jaws Fest was the best. That was a great night, great weekend.
That I was so mad I didn't go to that one. That was the best one. You guys all bonded. Ross, right?
Yeah.
John, Becky.
I want to say that Steven Spielberg's handling of a camera for the everyday life of Martha's Vineyard, set in the 70s, fascinates me. And I know, Jay, you're wide-eared on this. You both are. But what mastery of making something of everyday carryings on in downtown Amity.
Mm.
And the street direction of traffic is in some cases reversed for the shoot.
Oh.
And I'll name it. It's South Water Street.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is, by the experts of traffic, you're headed away from Main Street. But in Jaws, you're headed into Main Street.
Ah. See,
Yeah,
every show we learn something.
Matt, I didn't get to meet you there, but he was accommodating. Huh? He had passed away by when I went 2012, so I never got to see him.
Yeah,
But
Wendy Bench, was at the second Jaws Fest. She was very nice.
So I was a VIP in both, and Wendy Benchley and I chatted at some length at the Edgartown National Bank main branch, where we had a VIP party, and she was incredible. Also, there was a shark conservation panel of about 14 in the old whaling church, and Wendy Benchley was on that panel.
Yeah, that was cool. That was awesome. Okay. I was there.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the panel. I went to that. Yeah.
I didn't meet you. I didn't see you there, Michael, and I'm so mad that I didn't get to meet you.
Well,
Michael and Michael Haydn.
Yeah, either of us.
My friend on Facebook, Stephen Duncan.
Yes.
Who, among other things, has been a little league umpire in Asia. And he's handshake with a lot of big names. Spencer Davis, the Spencer Davis Group, giving Steve Winwood his start at age 14 when he wrote "Give Me Some Lovin'" and "I'm a Man." Yep. Also recorded by Chicago CTA.
Wow, CTA, wow. I'm impressed because I bet you and I are the only two that know what you're saying right now.
Chicago Transit Authority.
Yes.
But they had to change it to Chicago.
Yeah.
Robert Lamb and all.
Terry Cass, all them, yeah.
I would listen to their lead guitarist and say, "You see what you got to do? Now get serious. Get into your room and practice with that flat pick right now."
Yeah. Terry Cass was a great guitarist as well. Yeah. Oh, yes.
And there's a wonderful connection between him and Jimi Hendrix. And it's on YouTube. I forget, one of Chicago parlays that meeting, and Chicago opening for Hendrix after that.
Wow.
I saw Hendrix live in Georgetown.
Wow.
And he did the whole deal. He did the whole deal, playing with his teeth and laying it on the floor and setting it on fire. And I went into a near panic because I had studied classically, and I was like, "Dude, you don't want to destroy your guitar."
Oh,
but he had it all locked up. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh, Michael, we're going to play the infamous clip. First of all, this episode, we were talking the music about John Williams. And, of course, this
I'm having trouble hearing Jay over the...
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to show the clip of you on the beach in the beginning scene of Jaws.
Sure.
And we're going to hear your famous guitar melody that everybody knows so well. Everybody knows that. And we're going to leave you up, and Michael and I are going to disappear, and we want to have you side by side. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Okay.
What's your name again?
Chrissy,
Where are we going?
swimming.
Okay. Was there someone else there playing the harmonica, or was that you as well? It's hard to see.
That I don't know the guy. We didn't go tete-a-tete at all. He just jumped in,
Wow.
and it's a little not right in the bridge, but what the heck, it worked.
It
After
did.
Jaws Fest '05, I was tapped on the shoulder by J. Michael Roddy, who introduced me to Eric Hollander, who filmed me for The Shark Is Still Working from 2007.
Yes.
And so, by then I'd been to Berkeley and I was very fluid with chord changes. So they put me in the music department of The Shark Is Still Working. And I'm paying in to Internet Movie Database, imdb.com. So I'm in Jaws, I'm Mike Haydn. As a student of Mozart, I'm Michael Haydn. Thanking Michael Haydn and Franz Joseph Haydn for being friendly with Mozart. Mozart was, he only lived to 34 years old and he put the opera world on its ear. That's no small changes.
No.
He's genius.
Well, thank
Matthew,
you.
Matthew,
I had a question. Oh, wait a second. Matt has a question.
Yeah, Matt had a question. Matt wanted to know if you would he was curious if you were an extra in any of the parts of the film, or maybe were you around when the estuary scene was filmed, or Alex?
Jay, can you define the estuary for me?
Where Ted Grossman gets eaten in the pond.
Say again, Michael. It's hard to hear you.
With his leg.
The pond scene where Ted Grossman gets eaten after, on the beach.
No.
Wasn't there?
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you again for stopping by.
Sure.
We encourage you to stay and watch. And
thank you, Michael. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
Yeah, Michael, I mentioned all your, like you said before at the beginning, if you look back at this when it airs again, I put all your information. So if you want to, Michael has a website, and I put it down earlier. I want to just pull it back up again, and you got to check out his music. It's amazing.
If they take the website and add Hotmail, they can, that's my email.
Okay.
Yeah, that's michaelhayden.com. That's the site you want to go on there. And then it has all this information on there as well, where you can reach him, where his address is. Like I said, Michael has so much music, drum. I mean, everything. I mean, you're so diverse. I'm so impressed. Michael and I were so impressed of your background with all. And you teach, and you've been in bands, and you help singer and songwriters. And we want to thank you so much for coming on tonight. So much. Really appreciate it. Everything.
Michael, when is your book on Jaws coming out?
It should be out, I want to say, before the end of the month. It's at the publisher. They've given it a ISBN number. It's cover just got set. So as soon as it does, we'll get you a copy for sure.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael.
Take care.
Okay, thank you.
Good night.
Yeah, sure.
Wow, I Matt taught me how to play guitar 42 years ago, and I barely know how the three basic chords. So anybody that can play like that is I'm just awestruck by.
Yeah. He classical too. I mean, folk, everything. Amazing. Yeah. So yeah. Oh well. I'm so happy he came on. We've been wanting to get him on for a while. We just had all the other people that we had already had been booked already. But we're so happy you came on, Michael. So tell him what we're actually going to be talking about after our wonderful guest appeared, and we had so much fun talking to him. We're going to talk about the infamous John Williams.
Bum bum bum.
Yes, right, Victor? He was awesome. What a nice guy. Yeah, John Williams, Michael. You and Matt in Close Encounters and me obsessed with that Close Encounters, every Jurassic Park theme. I mean,
E.T., Superman, Star Wars, Close Encounters. The man's got 50 plus Oscar nominations. Crazy. And when I did research for the Jaws 2 book, I think he only had like 48 back then. But I want to say since at the time in 2015, when the Jaws 2 book came out, there were, since his first nomination, I want to say it was in 69, he did the Reavers, the Steve McQueen movie. But I want to say from 69 to 2015, there were only 4 years that he wasn't nominated for an Oscar.
That's it?
That's it. In several years, he was nominated against himself. You know, he was nominated against himself, Close Encounters and Star Wars won. He was nominated against himself, Jurassic Park and Schindler's List. Schindler's List won. And he should have more than 5 Oscars, but he's probably splitting. He probably splits the vote because, you know, you're trying to pick the best out of them. So
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, right. Like you just said, like if you look at the text on the screen, I mean, it speaks for itself. Like you just said, I mean, he's the second most nominated individual after Walt Disney. Good Lord, amazing, unbelievable. All his scores make me have chills. Like the Superman theme. Oh, I love it. I play it when I'm running. Star Wars.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
When I was an usher when Superman came out, and I could turn my back walking the theater. I could turn my back during that opening score, and I could tell you what credit was up on the screen just by the music. You know, so I knew it would go dun 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 dun. I said, I know it's screenplay by. You know, it's just, yeah, it's just, he can, and, you know, musicians are artists, and John Williams has that ability. He can paint a picture with his music. Everything he's done, it's like, you know, the true test of a film to me is a film score is if it enhances the film, and it does. I can't imagine any other score. I can't imagine Jaws with a different theme, or Star Wars, or Jurassic Park, or E.T., or Superman. It's just, you know, it's you know, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 shelves here with about 40 CDs each. These are all my soundtracks, and they are, I'm going to guess the majority of them are John Williams.
Oh, nice.
What he did for the Poseidon Adventure that he self-published. Very rare.
Yeah.
So,
and then he did Towering Inferno too.
Towering Inferno.
That. Yeah, the man's a goat, the greatest of all time.
Yes, I can't. I mean, you've got, you know, Elmer Bernstein and people like that, and you know, Jerry Goldsmith was great, but I mean, if you go to the guy on the street, and you know who wrote, you know, movie scores, they'll tell you John Williams. Or if you go up to anybody, you can go to China right now with a cassette recorder and push play, and the first note of the Star Wars theme, they'll be like, "Oh, Star Wars!"
No, they know.
I apologize. If we have any Asian viewers, but yeah, exactly. They would. It's just so recognizable. Yes, Victor, he did, and Norman Jewison is in fact Canadian. We need to do a show. We need to do a show that has nothing to do with Canada.
I love it.
Hi, Tim. Tim Fiala is here. Hello, Tim. How are you?
Oh man. Oh man, you and Victor. I swear you guys kill me. I'm telling you.
That's right, Matt. Maybe Santa will bring you a copy of Poseidon Adventure this year.
Oh, good Lord. He's so awesome that the Library of Congress also entered Star Wars soundtrack into the National Recording Registry for being culturally and historically and aesthetically significant. Can you believe that?
It is. It's like it's so recognizable. You can go, you can go. You listen. You have Sirius XM 70s channel.
I have Amazon.
Okay, they play. Their commercials. Their 70s commercials. First note, duh, and everybody recognizes. I go to a ball game. I go to a ball game and they play the first note of the Jaws theme, and everybody knows what it is. It's uncanny. I mean, maybe the Beatles. Maybe the Beatles have songs that are recognizable first chord, like "A Hard Day's Night" or something. But John Williams, it's just mind-boggling.
It is, and what you said before too. You brought to my attention that he started off doing like some of the music for Gilligan's Island.
Yes, he didn't do the theme. He did Gilligan's Island. He did Lost in Space. He did what the incidental music, like if Gilligan gets hit in the head with the coconut and falls to the ground, and the music goes wonk 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 wonk. That was John Williams doing the wonk wonks.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Oh, here's some Gilligan's Island trivia for everybody. When you watch the opening credits, as they pull out of the harbor, you'll see that all the flags are at half mast, and that's because that scene was filmed the day President Kennedy was assassinated.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I stayed at the hotel where the pier is, where they shoot it. And I've taken a video of it, like when they come out. Oh, that's just that whole. I've seen the hotel, and I could actually look out and see that same pier that they go off of. That was filmed there, because all the hotel always tells us that this is filmed. The outside was filmed at Gilligan's Island. So sorry,
and it doesn't make, and it's like the Howells had like new clothes every day. Nobody else did. They never shared their clothes. Here, Gilligan, do you want to wear a new pair of underwear? It just, very, very cruel people. Millionaires are very cruel. And also, I never understood the premise of a show with the professor who could make a nuclear reactor out of a coconut, but couldn't patch a 3-foot hole in a boat.
He was no MacGyver, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand that. Yeah.
Tim says at Dodger Stadium they played the Jaws theme.
Okay, we got to it before Victor this time.
Yeah, Victor.
So has to go, bam.
We scooped you.
I love it. Well, you and Matt, like we were talking about Close Encounters, and I just absolutely love the theme to that. That it's one of my faves. I'm gonna have to say my favorite John Williams score is, to be honest with you, I know it's all about Jaws, but I'm gonna go with Superman first, Close Encounters second, Jaws third. And I know that I should say Jaws 1, but this is a whole other element.
No, those are all. I mean, it's like I would agree with you, Superman, and then everything else would be like 1A or 1B, 1C. 1941 is an amazing score. If you ever get a chance to listen to that. And when I was doing research, I realized that he scored every movie that Steven Spielberg did for almost, actually more than 40 years. Wow. Except for The Color Purple. And Quincy Jones scored that, but he was a producer, so I'm sure part of his deal was he would do the music. But I want to say from Sugarland Express up through Lincoln, it was always John Williams' score.
Yeah, no blue shirts.
No blue shirts for Gilligan.
I actually was reading some, I don't even know why, but you know how you go into that little rabbit hole where you're like on Google and you're like, I heard that Mr. Howell did his own stunts. Mr. Howell did his own stunts.
Jim Backus?
For,
he was Mr. Magoo. Yeah. He was the voice of Mr. Magoo for.
I don't know. See, you were like the encyclopedia, like Victor said, you know the guru of, I'm telling you, man, wowzers. Look at, here he goes again with 1941.
Victor, if you fall asleep during the opening score of 1941, then you're dead. You're dead, my friend, because that's an amazing musical score.
So yeah, well, we were going to play a clip, and I'm going to pull it up now. I'm just going to fast forward it really quick to the part where they get to do the first tones to it. So when we pull up the clip, Michael and I can just disappear, and you'll just see me fast forward it because we just want you to just experience it because you just love the music. So are you ready, Mike?
I'm ready.
I'm just going into the stream now, and then we're going to pull it up, and right at the part where they start to play the tones, we are going to do it.
If you haven't seen Close Encounters, spoiler alert.
And operational during this phase, signify by beeping twice. If everything's ready here on the dark side of the moon, play the 5 tones. Give her 6 quavers, then pause.
Unbelievable!
Look, it's like I'm doing like Francois Truffaut cosplay. I got the same headset on.
Do it, Michael.
Nice.
Yeah, well, isn't that just beautiful? That is so beautiful. I mean, yeah, Close Encounters. Well, it is. Really? Oh, that's great. I like to hear that.
As much as I love the score for Star Wars, and again, John Williams was also nominated for Close Encounters. Without that music, without that film would have just been horrible at the end.
You're absolutely right.
You know, and the little thin guy that plays the synthesizer, he actually showed up. Moog sent him. They sent him with the synthesizer. He was like the only guy that knew how to operate it. But he just has that perfect, like, little blank face anyway. So they sent the perfect guy.
Yeah, he is. He's like, I couldn't see him in that role. But yeah, it just gives me the chills. I mean, you see Roy and how young Dreyfuss is, and Roy. You know, when we did Spielberg last week, on the Spielberg said something about, you know, if he would be in the situation to direct Close Encounters now, he wouldn't have put Roy and let him go and leave his family behind. So
yeah, because that's a lot of people's big gripes when I read. Phil Heeks has a great Close Encounters page on Facebook. A lot of people say, you know, how can you like this guy? He abandoned his family, and it's like, but you know, and then another question a lot of people ask, which is a good question: did anybody besides Dreyfuss get to go up on the ship? Because they take him up. You never know if Lance Henriksen and the rest of them get dragged up there or not. But yeah, and avoid the special edition. So,
I wonder if your friend came on tonight. Well, we were talking about Mr. Dreyfuss episodes before. I hope he came on because we did do that whole Close Encounters, and it was so good. Matt and I were both we still get chills, you know, when Roy's starting to walk up with the spaceship and he smiles at him. Oh, it's so good, isn't it? Well, I've got another one for you that I think you forgot too, and I'm going to surprise you with it. Guess what it is?
Another iconic theme. If you play that, people will recognize it.
Yes. Gotta love it. Oh man, that was so good. I love that. Yeah.
Home Alone 2,
Yeah.
starring Donald Trump. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Actually, and Tim Curry was so funny.
Tim Curry was awesome.
Oh, that's a great movie. I love Home Alone 2. Better than Home Alone 1, by the way. That's funny you said that. Oh, Victor, yeah. Oh God. I mean, we could go on, Michael, right? I mean, what else clips we can pull up? I know that you said John Williams actually being from Boston, he was the Boston Pops director.
I know, that would have been so cool to go see that.
Yeah, and I never got to, and I kill myself.
Yeah.
I'm so mad because back then I used to know all about going to the clubs and all that. Now I think back, I'm like, why didn't you go to the Boston Pops? I mean, hello.
It used to be on PBS, so maybe it's on YouTube somewhere. Some of the shows, but I know the Boston Pops were on like every Saturday on PBS.
And then also Valley of the Dolls. I did not know that he did the score for that.
He did
Valley of the Dolls.
Oh yeah, he did. I mean, there's so much stuff you look at. You go, oh, I just got I got this a while ago, but on vinyl, 2 records. Black Sunday with Robert Shaw. It's a great score.
Yeah,
it's a great score.
Oh, that one too. Yeah, right. We could go on and on. My God. Good Lord. Tim Curry grossed me out in Rocky Horror. No, he was awesome. I love him. God, that's an iconic role. Come on, Victor, please. Rocky Horror Picture Show, that's the best. They really do.
Yeah.
It's a heartwarming movie. They always have a special message in that.
It's a story of horrible parents who would rather go to France and worry about their kids. Yes.
And also Lost in Space, you said he did also.
Yeah.
What is as far as musically, like you said, when they make the other sounds like effect sounds, like John Williams was, so we didn't have the technology we have today where I can go in a video and make an explosive sound like I sent to you the other night. Remember that I sent that. So John Williams is making that boing, like what are those called? It was effects, music effects, but what did you say they were called?
Just sound effects. They used to have different instruments, different tools to you would take like a saw and make thunder by going blah, 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 blah.
That's crazy because they didn't have the technology back then to pull up the clip like of that. So you're right. Yeah, that's cool. I thought there was a certain name for them, but I didn't know. So it's just effects, really.
Catherine O'Hara is a Canadian.
Yeah, she is, and she's so funny.
Yeah.
And that she's also in that sitcom that was on
It's great show. Great show.
Isn't that so awesome?
Starring Eugene Levy, who is also Canadian. Yes.
They're all Canadians are like the funniest. I'm telling you. I have to.
You got John Candy, Martin Short, everybody at SCTV, Dave Thomas and Joe Flaherty and Catherine O'Hara and Dan Aykroyd and Mike Myers and Michael J. Fox and Jim Carrey.
Oh, Michael J. Fox! I forgot about Michael J. Fox. Oh my God!
But on the downside, Victor, William Shatner is also Canadian.
You're killing me over here, Mike.
I don't mean to make fun of William Shatner. Yes.
Hey, he was great in that Sandra Bullock movie.
Oh, Miss Congeniality. Yeah. No, Shatner's good. He tells the story why he talks like this. Because
I never heard that story. I never heard it.
He was doing live television, and they told him he had to speed up a scene because it was live. He had to go to a commercial. So, instead of saying something, he had to hurry it up. So,
oh my God, I didn't know that.
So instead of saying the house is over there, he had to go, the house is over there. So.
I never knew that. That is a great piece of like television, like information you have there. Wowzers, unreal. I'd like to see you go head to head with somebody else in trivia
Trivia?
like that. Yeah, like real intense trivia like that. Like not just your basic movie trivia, like, but like real intense, like, real
Oh,
lot,
thank
which is
you.
so impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Victor knows a lot too. I mean,
Well,
he's
Victor, do you want to represent Canada in a
you
trivia?
guys should go out. We should have like round. We could
Yeah.
like, the title for like what we could call it, like the Let's Talk Jaws Live award winner for most knowledgeable movie or
Yes.
something. The best what? Okay, yeah.
Best Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, we're gonna play another clip of his. Yes,
Yeah.
baby. Oh, it's so great. Another classic. Another
Sorry,
classic.
my dogs are barking. I thought I'd get back in time. So
Yes, he was on the plane. Yes.
yeah.
Yes, he was. Yeah. It was nice to see a different side of his acting skills too. Yeah. He wasn't typecasted a lot. I forget the name of the episode. That what it's
Jared,
called.
20,000 feet.
Yes, you're right. Keith Stevenson would have known that. He's got the Twilight Zone Facebook page.
Mhm.
Raiders of the Lost Ark is bomb, Victor. It is bomb. It is mad dope. I always am mad dope. Yeah, I always steal that from Jay Muse from my niece is like, I don't know, but Phantom was bomb. Michael's like,
Phantom was the bomb, yo.
Phantom was the bomb. Oh, good Lord. Oh, what else, Michael? What else have we not talked about John Williams? Oh my God. Monday Night Football. Hello. And then also
Did the Olympics in '84. He did the Olympic theme.
And then NBC's the
news. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, that.
See, you know the theme to the news because it's John Williams. Yep.
Yeah, he's just wowzers. Phenomenal.
And his son is the lead singer of Toto. So,
huh?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Uh-huh.
I bless the rains down. That one?
Yep.
Oh my God. I did not know that. Wow.
That's why we're here, to inform and entertain. Yep.
Wow, that is unbelievable. I like how he didn't use his father's last name. And he didn't. It's funny because like without Williams, there would be no Spielberg. I mean, and you can't even this is how you can't even compare it to like, Chicago Bulls in their heyday with, without Scottie Pippen, there'd be no Michael Jordan. No. Like he's above Scottie Pippen. You know what I mean? Like it's just without Spielberg, well, John Williams.
Well, music adds so much to a film. I had when I was doing marketing, I saw Out of Africa 2 months before it opened.
Oh, that was a great
when they were getting it ready.
Yeah.
And it didn't have a musical score. And the scene where Redford's flying in the plane, I was hoping it would crash. It was just but then when I saw it again with the music, it's like and it's like, okay, that makes a 3-hour movie feel like 2 hours and 50 minutes. Yeah. So yeah, but music, it's a big part of, probably after the script and the direction, and is probably the third biggest contributor to a film's acclaim.
Like you said, there would be that movie Close Encounters would not be as good as it was.
Because what else? What else do you have to do? Just come down and wave without the music?
Oh, Matt says, oh, yeah. Yep. Goodbye, Mr. Chips. Forgot about that. You're right. Good one, Matt. Wow. That's good, too.
Yeah. Remake with Peter O'Toole. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Victor says Williams doesn't put 1941. Come on, you love Always. That's one of your top 10, Victor.
There's a bar in Tampa Matt and I used to go to that they have a daily trivia question, and if you answer it, you got a free pitcher of beer. Oh, so we'd go in and we'd answer it, and then I would give the guy the next day's question, which if we went in the next day, nobody had gotten it. So
yeah.
Because back then, and that's when you could drink at the age of 18. For those of you who think we were doing something naughty, back then you didn't have the internet. You couldn't look at your phone and say, "Oh, what were the names of everybody on Gilligan's Island?" Yeah, had to use your head.
But how could we tell if anybody wasn't Googling it as they was, in the background, like you said? Like that would be great to go head to head. We'll have to pick up Victor live and put him side by side. You want it on our show, Victor? You have to come on, or Matt. Yeah. Matt has to come on. We'll have Victor and Matt, and we'll put everybody, and we'll do a little trivia, Michael, and we'll have the guests come on and go against each other. That'd be pretty cool, huh?
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. We'd test all kinds of knowledge of movie. Can't make it too hard, Michael, because you know who Vic Morrow's Jennifer Jason dad.
What was the name of the rifleman's wife?
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, yeah. Call me if you know.
I don't know.
Only mentioned it once. First episode.
Oh, what Oh, good Lord. Like you said, without any music, I don't know if you've ever seen, what we're about to play the next one. You all know this. Y'all know this one. And you know it well.
Let's split up. Hey! We made it! Tell me when it's over!
Oh, I love it. So magical, right, Michael? Oh.
Indeed.
Oh, it's so magical. It still gives me chill. Oh my God. Oh, so love it. I love it. You look now and you see a little, it's I think somebody else came on and said they did not care for E.T. We were talking about that last week, right? We were talking about E.T.
Yeah.
Somebody didn't care for it. I don't know, but now that I just watched it, I'm like, oh, this is so good.
It's a great movie.
It is a great movie. Oh, no. Well, what do you think? Are you reading this, Michael?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gandhi. Now, if Mahatma Gandhi had been Canadian,
Oh, okay.
Victor would have been, oh, it's the best movie ever made.
Right.
Yes, I do agree. But back then the you know, I mean, you can still see Out of Africa, Gandhi, Amadeus, which was a great movie, but
Oh God, I love
Damn
that.
to Wolves. Oscar likes the big epics. They don't like the
Yeah.
fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was great. Great. Good Lord. I am having so much fun. I'm watching all these clips and I like love them. It just gets you so like pumped, right? Like the music. Oh, good Lord. So awesome. Yes.
Yes.
I have the soundtrack right beside me, actually. But
I cry at the end of E.T.
I
Don't
cry.
play the music because that music makes me cry. Where it's like bum 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 bum. Yeah. You guys want to see an old man cry? Go ahead and play that. Go ahead.
Good Lord, we haven't even gotten to. I mean, we played the beginning of Michael Haydn because he wanted to hear his guitar, but we heard the John Williams, his Jaws theme.
Yeah.
But then also we have. I mean, we had Raiders. I mean, Close Encounters. Let's see.
Home Alone.
Yes.
We played that.
Wait a minute. I have one that everybody knows. This one as well. Yeah, Michael Haydn was really cool. His music. I was listening to it. It's really good. It's
yeah,
talented. Very talented.
Yeah, super talented.
Yeah. So here we go. What about this, ladies and gentlemen? Another great one, Michael.
Another.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Heartlight. Yeah, he pissed Spielberg off. Yeah, Spielberg didn't want that. Didn't like that song.
Oh, he didn't?
Because he thought he was commercializing E.T.
I didn't know that.
Which all the dolls that I have in my basement somewhere, that wasn't commercialization, but Neil Diamond was. Yes.
Oh yeah, Neil Diamond. You see that, Earl? Gulpy tears, my friend. Gulpy tears.
Yes. Matt should know because we saw E.T. together. He'd already seen it. He took me to see it because I was in Germany when E.T. came out. So Matt,
you were in Germany?
Yeah.
No, you weren't. Really?
Huh? So was Matt. We were in a service. I was in between Frankfurt and Gießen, and Matt was up north in Bremerhaven. Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that, Matt. That's so cool. That's awesome. You guys are like the bestest of friends. I love that story you told me about Matt and what he said to you when you first met him when he was hanging out the thing. That's all right. Yep. That's I wish I could have a story someone told me about, like me, that I did that. I'm like, no, I don't have a good story like that.
Next month when school begins, even though it's not going to really begin, next month will mark our 44th year of friendship.
Oh my God.
Since September 76, we've been like that.
Oh, you're right. You know what? You're right. I mean, I like the movies, but you're right, Victor. I'm sorry, but they did. And I mean, they are great movies. and a lot of kids. It's great. The books are amazing, but you're right about that Jaws ride. But they still have it a little one up in California if you want to go see it.
Or Japan. Does
Yeah.
Universal Japan have one? I bet.
I don't know if Japan has one, but at the end of the when you go to the studio tour, you will see. They had to a couple months ago. They drained it out, and then they put the shark up, and he comes up. It's just like maybe about 10 minutes of it, not the whole Jaws ride, but.
Let me share. Well, I went to Universal twice.
Tell the story.
Here we go. Here's me. There's me. There's Matt. There's Matt. And both times the damn shark wasn't working.
You got a hose, dude.
We got there like it was Wally World and Vacation. We're sprinting. We sprint out, get to Amity, and the guy's like, "Oh, sorry, ride's broken. Shark outside. Should have told you." Yeah. So every picture for the next 8 hours at Universal, I'm frowning. Here's me with E.T. Here's me on the King Kong ride. Yeah. So
you shouldn't be laughing at that. Someone's misery, because that's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny at all.
That's right. That's what misery's for, to make people laugh, to make others feel better.
Oh, good Lord. You know what we have to show now? And
there we go.
We'll be pulling it up now.
It's a dinosaur.
You did it. You crazy son of a bitch, you did it.
You just tear up the rule book on it. Cold-bloodedness, it doesn't apply. They're totally wrong. This is a warm-bodied creature.
This thing doesn't live in a swamp.
This thing's got, what, a 25, 27-foot neck? Brachiosaurus 30.
Isn't that great? Oh, God.
Amazing.
It's so
speaking
amazing.
Speaking of Gandhi, the old man in the hat, John Hammond, won an Oscar for directing Gandhi. Yes.
Yes.
Richard Attenborough.
Richard Attenborough. Wow. Oh, God. Yeah. Matt, you guys are awesome. Thanks for coming on. Time goes by fast.
I know. It's like, oh my God, it's 9:45.
I know. Actually, we started at 6:30, and then so it's been almost an hour.
Hour and 15 minutes, not a problem.
Yeah. Well, we got to enjoy both and meet. I got to meet Michael Haydn. I didn't get to meet him. Well, I get to meet him. Hopefully, I'll get to meet him if he goes. He's going to be at the Fan Fest. He'll be there.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, right, Michael, write and let us know if you are going to be there or not. Dawn, maybe he will. I don't know. I'm not sure, but what a coincidence. What do you say that? What's that about, Victor? Awesome. Oh, yeah. We had fun tonight. We did have fun.
Always fun. It's a fun show.
Good times. Well, that was the amazing career of Mr. John Williams, and bringing us all the amazing scores from Steven Spielberg's films and our iconic and beloved film Jaws. Of course, that whole soundtrack that you said you bought on vinyl.
Before I even had a record player.
Yeah. You forget even when, there's not just the Jaws theme, but, when the people come in on the ferry, I forget that.
Oh, yeah.
That. I mean, there's some great tracks in there. Thank you, Matt, for coming on. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Jamie. Everybody. Thank you so much. Victor,
Tim and Donna and Jeremy is here. Jeremy Sternhagen and God, so many people.
Yeah,
I appreciate it every week.
Thank you guys so much. If you guys at Vinyl is making a comeback, I always wished I could have my record player with vinyl again. I don't know, just love it.
But we went to Cracker Barrel the other night and they sell albums. Yeah, and they have Tom Petty's "Damn the Torpedoes," which was very infamous because the record company wanted to sell it for $6.99, and he insisted that they sell it for $5.99. And now, for some reason, I don't know why, vinyl records are $35. So,
Like,
yeah,
like VHS tapes are going to be like in another 20 years, 30 years
yeah,
from now.
yeah,
When they were all being sold at garage sales. Now, I mean,
yeah.
that's going to be vintage, right?
yeah. I got 1,000 albums downstairs. I'll just hold on to them, and when they come back around, I'll play them again.
Okay, you know what? We should do that next weekend. Next week, guys, when we come on, Michael is going to have a trivia question. Let's do a trivia question per episode. It's
Okay.
Michael's trivia. What
Should it be? Should be themed to the show?
Yeah, Michael, you're the writer. You can come up with a good theme for that, like Michael's trivia question of the day, and
Stump the Chump. How's that?
Don't say that. You know what? All I think of when I hear I've said chump before, and I always go, "What are you looking at, chump?" Like from Apollo Creed, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Chump? Like I love that word. Oh, broad. Nobody says broad anymore. Gotta love broads. Like
I say chick sometimes, still.
Oh yeah. Chicks like in Grease. Love Grease. You like the same musicals I was. I was just listening to Jesus Christ music. Jesus Christ Superstar. And then I saw you put something about it today. I'm like, yeah, we're related Smiths. I think totally.
We're all related some way.
Yeah, we are. And I think, thank you, Jaws fans all over the world, our friends, our family. We love you. If you are tuning in and you didn't catch us live, please leave a comment. We come back. We have fun. We always engage, right, Victor? Even after the show ends, we have to go back in there and, catch little mistakes.
Trying to tilt my head because my poster got crooked. So trying to make
still blank on this side.
I'm trying to tilt my head so my head doesn't look, my poster doesn't look crooked. I
had fun, Michael. Thanks so much.
Too. Did you pull a Superman clip?
The only one, my favorite that I said in the top number one, I didn't pull it.
Oh.
Can you believe it? And that's my number one.
Okay.
Y'all want to hear it?
I think we should go out on the Superman music.
You think we should go out on that? All right. Well, let's catch up on what everybody's what is everybody else saying before we let me just pull it up real quick, and can you just say what is Victor saying now?
I don't know. Thank you, Jaws fans over the world. Can we do a show on Robert Shaw?
Yes.
Did we do a show on Robert Shaw? Oh, didn't we? We did one on him, but his birthday is coming up on, I believe, Sunday.
Oh, his who? Oh, Robert Shaw?
Robert Shaw.
Yeah. Yes, and I also want to tell people on the Robert Shaw page on Facebook, there is a guy that actually made a Robert Shaw website, and he already launched it. So you have to go on to robertarchibaldshaw.com and check it out. Have you seen it, Michael?
I have not. I saw he was doing it.
Yeah, Mary Lee, Susie had a website, and she's such a devoted. But Joe Mills, his name is. He's a great guy. He actually wants to have like a live discussion in one of the chat rooms that they offer on the Facebook page. So if any of you want to do that, he'll be posting that on the Robert Shaw page. There's I think it's almost like a Zoom within Facebook that you can have a group chat, and they want to discuss all things Robert Shaw. So we'll let you know. And if you haven't joined the Robert Shaw, it's just Robert Shaw. And I think you're automatically will go on it. You won't have to ask for member requests because I think I already put the site on there. But anyways, I just wanted to mention that and give that man a plug because he put his heart and soul into it, Michael. It's so awesome. Good. It really is. And I actually is going to give him some donations for it because, putting up that of his own money and doing all that, it's crazy. But do you want to say goodnight on this end, or do you want to play it and then say goodnight, or should we just let the credits?
Let's say goodnight and let the music take everybody away.
Awesome. Great night, Mike. Thanks so much. I had the best time. Thanks,
Me
everybody.
too. Thank you, everybody.
Make sure you leave comments and you share this with your friends. We need all those Jaws fans out where they are. They need to come on the show. We need to get the word out there, people. Help us, Jaws fan friends. Let's get this going. Because, we could have Spielberg on. We could have.
I know. You want him the night he shows up. No one's here. You guys will be mad if you missed it.
And he's going to show up. I know he is. I asked the universe. I said, dear universe. Anyways, okay, I'll cut it. Shut up. Shut your pile. I still have them. Okay, Matt. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thanks, Tim Fila, too. I didn't get to say hi to him. And then also Michael Haydn, Jamie Saunders, too. Okay, guys, leave a comments, and then we'll leave you out with this. And then bye-bye. See you guys later.